So let's look at an experiment dealing with refraction through a triangular glass prism. So the main aim over here is to trace the path of a ray of light through a glass prism and to measure the angle of deviation. So we are measuring the angle of deviation as well over here. So material required is glass prism, pins, pencil, scale, then we have protractor, then what else? Tape, measuring scale, all of this. Then how is that we will do the experiment? So I'll explain it over here. First we keep a prism and trace the prism. So take it out, then draw a normal. Take an angle between 30 to 60 and draw a ray. Take two pins, P1 and P2, place it over there and keep back the prism. Similar to how we handle the glass slab, same over here, we will observe the pin 1 and P2 so that they collinear with pin 3 and push the pin 3 in. We need one more pin to complete the length. So take pin 4, push it in so that all are collinear through the glass prism, that is. And once we have all of this point, draw and measure. Right? So let's look at the experiment practically. So we have the prism and the paper. Now I'm tracing the boundary. Right, similar to your rectangular glass prism. Then consider an angle of incidence. So I'm doing it the other way around. Generally you're used left to right. I'm doing it from right to left. So that is your incident ray. So I'm considering two space for the pins. So the first pin, then the next pin. Then we have the prism. So step 3 is we are trying to look for pin 1 and pin 2 through the glass prism. Okay, so let me show you guys that they are collinear. That's the next thing I do. Right, so we have the view. So you can see that the three are collinear. Okay, they are in the same straight line. So we have to place a fourth one so that it will cover all the three in the line, right? So if we cover all the three, then all the four are said to be collinear. So you can see that all are collinear. Again, when you're doing with a camera and all of this, trying to show, there is a bit of error. So that's okay. But when you're doing it practically, it will be easy. It's not that tough. But yeah, when you're trying to do too many things, a small chances that you will go wrong. No, actually high chances that you will go wrong. Okay, so this is done. Next thing is remove all of this. Step 4, you need to draw your emerging ray. So that is your refracted ray. So incident, refracted and emerging ray. And this is pretty much your experiment, right? So this is the write-up. Step 1, 2, 3, 4. Step 1, fixing white sheet and the prism and tracing the boundary. So white sheet, prism and the boundary. Step 2, remove the prism, draw a line and your normal and everything, and place the pins. Right, fix 2 pins. Step 3, replace the prism, keep the prism back. Then view the image of pin 1 and pin 2 from the opposite face AC of the prism. Okay, so from this end you see the prism. Fix 2 more pins, so this is pretty important step. This is the most important step actually. Fix the 2 pins, pin 3 and pin 4 vertically such that the feet of pin 3 and pin 4 align or appear to be on the same straight line as the feet of the image of pin 1 and pin 2. Right, as seen from face AC. Okay. So this, all that is clear to you guys. Now remove the pin and the prism, then mark the position, draw, extend, and you have your this diagram. Okay, so this is your incident ray, this is your what is it called, emerging ray. So the angle between the incident and the emerging ray is your angle of deviation, so basically this angle. Okay, so a ray which was supposed to go this way, it got bent this way, right? So now how much was this? This was around 60 degree. Okay, so this happened to be 60 degree, so angle of deviation is 60 degree, right? So that's your angle D. That's it, that's your entire thing. So you guys can have a look at the write-up. So I should actually that's your D, angle D, angle D. Procedure. Step 4, and you need to write observation and write this answer. You don't need to draw the diagram. It's only for you guys to see that, you know, I scanned and I measured and everything. So I just wanted you guys to see that. So that's why this photo. Here the angle of prism happens to be, if I'm right, this is 60 degree. So all this are 60 degree. And I remember this to be 50 and this to be 50. Okay, so this is for understanding. You need to redraw it again, not for exam. It's only for understanding. Yes, you need to write this statement though. Okay, so one last time you can have a look at the experiment.